interesting point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Russell, he's checked in for LeBron. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Bryant. They get it again. And there's the call. Chicago the foul. A different look for New York. Yao checked in for Robinson. Paul George comes in for Kevin Durant. And Wilkins subbed in for Drexler. Curry outside. Kept alive by New York. Kobe goes in. There's the dish to Robinson. And he knocks it down.
You know, for a guy his size, he doesn't play above the rim very often like he did on that slam.
Still got some power behind him, though.
Yeah, I mean, you let him get in close like that, he'll throw one down hard on you.
Now here's Wilkins. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. For New York, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. That free throw good from Wilkins. Payton, he's checked in for Bryant. Both free throws good from Wilkins. Chicago trails by 3. Michael Jordan on the wing. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 4 assists in the game.
And it feels like the energy has just picked up big time here. Both teams now feeding off each other's intensity.
I don't know what was said in the locker rooms at halftime, Steve, but it's obvious both sides have responded well.
Left side, Jordan. And there's the defensive 3-second call. For Chicago, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Thompson, he's checked in for Chicago. New York on D. A 2-point game. And he gets it to go.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
It's Curry outside. Outside for George. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Over to the left wing. Again, Curry missing.
And his mechanics are just all out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he has gone ice cold here.
At the line for your 76ers.
That free throw, no good. Chicago making a switch here. Olajuwon's checked in. And he sinks the second.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Curry against Payton. Pass to Thompson. Wants to get it to Olajuwon and does. Back to Thompson for the lead. And the release was before. Here is Bryant. So for Chicago right now, they've got LeBron James. Payton is out to Klay Thompson. Then it's Olajuwon. And it's Yao in the center, locking down the middle.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
The drive by James. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play. Kobe's checked in for Klay Thompson. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
Chicago trailing here. James against LeBron. Goes up the baseline. Can't hit. So New York will take it the other way. It's Durant on the wing. Defended by Yao. Yao with the block. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Robinson's checked in for Chicago. New York calls timeout.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
Chicago making some changes. Kevin Durant's checked in for James. Klay Thompson comes in for Bryant. And it's Jordan in for Gary Payton. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. And with the game still very much in play, he sounded very confident, telling the players, don't let up. This is where we make our move. Right now. Go take it. Kevin?
And that one falls for Yao.
Yao made 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
Tremendous output from Yao. He has 8 points and 2 steals. The assists have been coming for him, along with putting some numbers up from the foul line, too.
Yeah, very unselfish play from him. He's been really a tremendous factor in this game. Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin and Steve. I mean, everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
Well, it makes it so much tougher to defend, too, when you have to account for all 5 offensive players, and the ball just moves so quickly. Tough to defend that.
Now Yao, after LeBron's 3-pointer that didn't go. Out to Thompson.
In the first half, they had some success from the arc, but that isn't the case here.
Oh, how about that basketball, man? Wow.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Chicago trails by 4. And Jordan has it in the corner.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary, partner.
Man.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he?
Thompson with the bucket.
They'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
And that one's good.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And, Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Jordan kicks to Robinson. The jump hook. No good. Great D that time from Durant. Drexler drives in. 17-foot shot on the way. And again, it's New York.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Jordan kicks to Thompson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now. Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And a fast break now for New York. And finished off by Drexler.
That is as athletic a move as you're going to see right there, folks. Unbelievable.
Clark, what about that hang time?
You're talking about hang time. That fella had helium in those shoes.
Well, if you're going to pull off a 360, you better have hang time.
2 shots.
Jordan with a good game. 10 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, it's just a small part of what's been a solid overall contribution by him defensively.
Chicago making a switch here. James is checked in. Now here's LeBron. Outside Bryant. Back to James. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Jordan. Drexler against LeBron. On the wing, Thompson. It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, I doubt that was the plan there on that trip, guys, but they did get the shot to go.
Now here's Drexler. Rebound by Yao. Now here is Robinson.
Boy, a 3 here would be huge.
Yeah, a chance to tie it up and make it even with the game on the line. Well, Jordan has been fantastic.
New York calls timeout. They're up by 1. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Smart foul there. You got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
Defensive foul.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Outside, Kobe. Here's LeBron. Money!
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. Just 2 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Guys, what do you think?
It's come down to this. 1 shot to win the game. They have just enough time to catch the ball, make a quick pass, and then get it airborne.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome. This team kept their emotions in check and got it done.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg. Steve?
Yeah, another one of them flip mode joints. Bust the barrier. Word mother, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Just swing to the left, swing to the right. Make you feel good, make you feel alright. One.